What's up, man? It's your boy T Woods checking in, back for another episode of Words of Woods. Today I have two special guests. I know every time I say this, I always have special guests, but these two ladies right here are very special. Long lost friends. I haven't seen these girls in forever, but we got them here today on Words of Woods. I got my girl Malena and I got my girl Honey in the building. What's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all? Like you said, I'm Malena. Honey P, you know me. If you don't know me, you know me now, so.
And if you don't know one, I'm pretty sure you know the other. And if you know one, then you gotta know both because they're two peas in a pod. Two peas in a pod. What's up with y'all?
Nothing. Long week.
Why haven't I seen y'all in so long? That's what I want to know.
His fault.
100% his fault. I think they don't fuck with me anymore. Like,
100% his fault.
I'm not cool enough to hang with the cool kids no more.
I message Tariq literally all the time via Instagram, via Twitter. All that stuff you see about him ghosting people. I've been ghosted 3 times.
I hear from Malena, you know. Only time I hear from Honey is when she's riffing me.
That's a lie.
That's
that is a
lie.
I be blowing Tariq down.
Only time I hear from you is when you riff me, and it hurts my feelings so much.
Are you? No, Tariq, you're literally always saying something sometimes, and it's just like, I can't let you slide. That's how you know you're my real friend, though. That's how I know you're my real friend, though, because I can be all the way 100, and I can riff my friends, because it's like, no, you're wilding out. Every time I'm on Twitter, this man is wilding out, like, in his way. The last time he got rich, he literally was trying to come for me. So I said, I know, you're not. Let's rewind. He really doesn't, cause.
All right, let's backtrack. How did we even meet?
Bro, I almost beat Tariq up.
Let's talk about that. Me and Malena used to not be cool.
At all.
Why even say we ain't used to be cool? We didn't.
We got off to a bad. We all worked at Airbnb when it was fresh on the lot, fresh on the market.
They don't want us to say that it was Airbnb.
Oh dang.
We ain't work for Airbnb.
Oh right. We'll leave that out. No. Leave that out. Cut the tape. We ain't work for it. Right. But anyway, it's summer 16. We working at 2017. The first. Louise. Where's the time going? 2017.
Well, it is 2020. By the time this comes out, it's 2020. I'm pretty sure we're more lit than what we is now at the time of filming this. But all right, backtrack. 2017.
Broke his summer
just
out.
Trying to find a job.
It was great. We were trying to get our bread up. We were trying to get our bread up. We just had to pick up that summer job real quick. Ran into this motherfucker right here.
You know, it's crazy. I seen them. I kind of like knew of them before. Like I was following y'all. Y'all was following me.
We was no. We was following one another.
We was following each other before then. But I seen y'all when we when you have to fill out the application and shit like that. Them motherfuckers came in business suits and shit, trying to look all fancy.
He came in Chelsea boots.
I came dressed up too.
Turtleneck.
I came dressed up too, for real. But yeah, 2017. You know what I'm saying? Just young, trying to figure it out, trying to put some money in your pocket. So I'm like, all right, let me apply to this job. I had a friend. He was like, yo, you should apply to such and such. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna give him no clout. You should apply to such and such. And then, you know what I'm saying, I pulled up. I think, you know, it's crazy.
It was supposed to be a low-key job. Everybody worked there.
Bro, it was supposed to be a low-key job, but yes, everybody in the mom worked there.
It was 35 minutes away, so we was like, all right, nobody we know, but like, you don't have to do no extra. Yeah, like, come here, Dusty. Nobody noticed me. Listen, though, we were all grouped into the same training class. And then, all I know is Tariq said something to Malena.
I don't even remember what I said.
Nobody knows what he said. All I know is he said something like, I don't know what you said. Women need to stay in their place.
Yeah. I didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
I didn't say that.
With all this stuff he be talking about.
Oh, no. I think I know what I said. I think I know what I said. It was something about something. It wasn't the job we was working, but I said something it's a man's job. And she got mad as fuck. I'm like, what?
No, exactly what it was.
And I was saying,
feminist.
I was saying it in such a playful manner. I'm like, okay, obviously she know I'm joking, she know I'm kidding.
I didn't.
But she got mad as fuck and got all serious and all.
No, look, I'm not even a serious person. I'm not even a serious person. No, y'all had to hear how he said it. Because look, and you know Tariq, he come off like when he first say something, he got like dry humor. So it's not like he being rude. I'm like, yo, and this is Captain Sensitive, but that's her own. Anything that is said to Malena is literally said sideways, and she has a reaction. So that's what it was. She quickly reacts to everything. But listen, all I know is our manager was about to kick them out. I don't tolerate training thing.
We got sent to the hallway. in at work, like it was school.
What was it, like the third day? No, it was the third day.
The first week.
It was like the second day, third day.
Yeah.
We had to do one of those, you know, team building, what's your name, what's your favorite color type of, you know what I'm saying?
This man over here was.
But yeah, I was in her group, and she just started spazzing on me. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? I was trying to be a friend.
It was well designed. I know. All I know is at the end of it, I had to come at him like, bro, you messing with my sister, bro. It's gonna be.
If you know, honey, like when it comes down to me, I don't know why she acting like she's my big brother.
Yeah.
So any trash, she's with all trash when it comes to me. So thank you.
Honey came up to you like, what the fuck is the problem? What's going on? What's going down? Like, you know, I'm just trying to make sure everything's good. So.
Like the big dad, but I mean, great. I'm glad we did all that because ever since then it was cool. Every day at work, like we was excited to come to work every day. Like bro,
we used to be like, oh, I'm about to go kick it at work.
Kick it at work.
Nah, no cap though. It actually made work fun for real. Like work was really fun on some. Okay, I can't wait to go to work because I'm about to press the clock, but I'm still gonna kick it.
And make some money.
And you know
hardly anything.
I was finessing.
That's why I said we ain't gonna. Oh, she already been damn near said we was working at. Disclosure, we wasn't finessing nothing. She was finessing. I wasn't.
Oh my bad. I know.
But nah, man, we met a lot of cool people there, man. Shout out to my homie Dre. Rest in peace to Dre.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? One of the cool guys we met. You know what I'm saying? I just be thinking back in the times like, damn, like, did I take them times for granted for real? Because you never really know for real. Like,
I don't think so.
We did a though, because
and
he literally.
I think what fucks me up too though is we didn't get to really kick it after the job. Like after we got done working the job that summer.
Bro, we will always talk about it.
But we still talk. I don't know.
I'm saying no, we still talk, but it wasn't a link up though. We still communicate.
But look at us
we
though.
Link up.
It's our first link up in forever. So it's like social. We are in the age of social media. If you keep up with me on social media, you know me in real life. Like if you follow me, if you know me, we've been following each other for years. You are literally my friend, and like that's just how we got to keep in touch because everybody's trying to get things done, and time does not always permit actual physical link ups. But hit me in the DMs, and text me. I'm not gonna text back, but DM me. You're definitely.
Why you texting back?
I don't know, like. I tell my friends like, bro, if you want me to DM me on Instagram, that's how I'm gonna respond.
So it's been a long time since we've seen each other. So what's been up with y'all? Like since 2017 to now, man. What's been going on with y'all? What y'all got going on in your life?
So much, man.
Talk to me.
Everything. But we was starting out freshman year of college, and now.
Y'all was freshmen when y'all started.
Wait, sophomore?
No, it was the end of freshman year. It was going into sophomore year, so it was a freshman year summer. Freshman year summer.
Back then in school, hated my life because I was neuroscience and I was.
We were both neuroscience majors.
Trash.
So
long story short,
yeah, Malena. Malena's younger than me. She's a year younger than me. So she came into college. I forced her basically. I'm like, bro, if you don't come to college with me, then I'm definitely 100% not doing college. Like it's just grade. So she skipped a grade. So we came to college together. Two peas in a pod.
When did you skip a grade?
In high school.
Junior year.
So you didn't have a junior.
Sophomore to senior.
Oh shit. How did you do that though?
Summer class.
Once
I had one class I had to take.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just like.
You're that smart type shit, you could just do that.
Yeah, man, I had to petition for that. Like I had to do so much.
You had to go to court.
Basically, I had to sign a bunch of documents. Basically.
All right, we getting off track.
Yeah.
All right. So y'all said neuroscience something.
Neuroscience.
Smart shit.
Yeah,
really. I'm not in that number.
First of all, no, it was cool. The thing is, the grades and everything were still straight. Like we got A's in there, but it was just I don't want to say too much work, but as far as like not having a passion for it, that's where it's like
lack of passion.
Put an end to it before you get exactly. So now.
What's y'all majors now, man? Y'all both switched y'all majors?
Yeah. I'm 12 now. Political science, pre-law. So all you feel me? All you scamming? Everybody out here go.
I'm not that prestigious. City regional planning, urban design. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my master's in architecture, but I really don't want to do that. I just like to design stuff. Like that's just what it comes down to.
The most important thing in my life right now is music. So everything else is
Let's talk about the
irrelevant.
music.
Everything
Let's talk
else
about
is
the
irrelevant. That's like the biggest thing going on
Actually,
in my
that's
life.
like a big conversation, big time.
Fun fact. See, I used to play around when we was at work, saying, "Hey, yo, I'll be your manager." And I'm just saying, "Yeah, I'll be rapping. I'm like, smash that. I don't want to hear that shit. You
Like,
playing.
wow.
Until I hear something, you're playing. I don't take you serious until I hear something." You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't seen him in a minute, but we follow each other on social media. We kept in touch. So, one day I was just scrolling. I'm seeing Honey doing music now. All right, you know what I'm
What
saying?
I always talked about.
But this is the crazy thing though. You know how you got a friend who, yeah, I'm doing music, and you gotta support them, and like they shit whack though. It's like, okay, I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? I took a listen. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a friend of mine. So, all right, let me check her out. You know what I'm
He
saying?
real for that, because everybody don't even listen.
I'm not gonna completely shut you out and be on some, okay, nah, fuck it, I can't take her serious. She's a clown anyway, so I'm not about to take her serious on the rapper side.
Hey.
Listen to some songs, I'm like, okay, it's dope. It's dope, I fuck with it. And you know what I'm saying, now we here. Now you're an artist. How does it feel being an artist, and what made you want to get into music?
Hold on, pause though. Even Tariq put me on his little radio show, so I'm like,
I even put her on
my
the radio.
dog.
That's real love right there.
Listen, that's real. That's how I knew myself wasn't whack.
I can use one of her songs, and hopefully she doesn't take me to court and sue me.
I won't. Like, and
She said that now,
when
but
the
I feel
fame comes, you just gotta hit me up via DM, and it's gonna be like,
Via
hey,
DM, I'm not gonna have niggas' numbers anymore. That's
FaceTime
crazy.
me, whatever. You're gonna have my number, but getting to me, you're gonna be in a primary, not the general tab, but a DMs. Like, it's gonna be that. But
all right, man. How'd you become an artist? What made you want to start rapping, singing?
I literally I don't want to sound cliche because everybody's like, no, I always wrote music. I literally always wrote music though. And then coming to college, I had a friend, and all we did every weekend, like it was like a 9-to-5 job. We wrote the same songs to these YouTube beats and everything like that. This was before there were any like girl artists in the city. Exactly. I used to want to be like J. Cole, though, like the woman J. Cole. Like, I'm very lyrically inclined a lot of times, and I'm trying to scale back though. I don't want to be using 1,000 punch just because I feel like we're not in a day and age where that's really that relevant in music. It's like a lot like related to melodies and things like that. But yeah, always did music, always liked to do it. I just was literally so nervous and so scared. Like, I'm such a confident person, but when it comes to any bit of my art, poetry, like I used to do, I would always sign up for like spoken words. As soon as it was time to do them, I would not do them. I'm like, bro, I'm too nervous, I'm too scared.
Just like confidence, or what? Like
not even. I'm a confident person just when it comes to art, like expressing my art. Like, I could paint a picture because I paint and do a bunch of like really art, do a bunch of art.
Definitely does. I'm about to have her draw me a tattoo.
Yeah, man. I'm drawn. My friend, shout out to Malik. He's signing, he's going to the league, whatever. But his tattoo, I drew that up, though, just to throw that out there.
I need to see the tattoo, yeah.
People getting tatted up by, someone else got a tattoo I drew on her neck. But back to the, what were you saying about music?
How did you get started being an artist?
Oh, yeah, so me and Malena, I wrote this song, and I'm like, Malena, will you please come to the studio with me? I want to just finally do a song. I was really tired of my friends saying, oh, yeah, let's do it, and not doing it. I'm not a talker. Like, I've never been a talker. I don't like to talk. I like to do things. So I wrote the song, me and Malena went
Why
to
you
the
didn't
song.
get the song?
We did the first song, Save It.
I didn't hear that.
It cost me $350 for one song, mind you. The job, I only had a work study job, so everything I'm doing is my funds. Like, nobody's paying for anything I'm doing, so this is 100% my money. I spent $350 on this song. Got it back. One song. I thought it was hard. We thought it was hard at the time. Listening back, that shit was horrible.
What made it whack though?
The production, not the producer, no, not the beat, the engineer, sorry. The engineer, literally, like, since it was our first time, we were in there sweating. I'm talking, and no, it literally did not age well at all. But people were telling me like, oh, bro, that song's so hard, so pump my head all the way up. So I'm like, oh, I'm definitely gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Then waited, I did a project. I did one more song, Drip, that was a single. And then people were rocking with that more. A lot of guys like that song.
Because it's more like, you can't, like, it's certain songs, you know, it's made for the girls, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then it's some hard songs. I think that's why I like hype so much, because it's like, it's still got that flavorful hip hop that a dude can listen to and rock out with. But then it's like, all right, you add your twist that the ladies gonna rock with too, put a little squishy ass in there. If you ain't gonna listen to Hype, go listen to Hype. It's one of my favorite songs.
Honey P and Major Zone.
Major Zone. Listen though, this summer, like I worked with two artists that I've always admired, like crazy, like SB Rich Nooney. I hate how much I'm obsessed with his music and artistry, but I worked with him and like in person, like he's literally everything like as an artist should be, like he is. Like I'm such a nervous person. I've never recorded, like I've never had anybody in the studio except for Malena, like ever. And then like they all brought me out my shell to like do that. All I know is this dude was curled up in a blanket with a wrapped around his neck, sitting upside down. We were eating good food, bread, like just salads, like just munching around. And then I started off me and Nooney's song Hurt Bay, and I started originally, and it was sounding like honestly pathetic because I was so nervous, and I'm like, oh, do you mind please start? I'm texting Malena while they're in the room like, hey, I don't think I can do this anymore. And anyway, Nooney hops on the headset, and I instantly like just going ham, and I'm just like, this is perfect to jump started that. So I'm not much of a freestyler, but so I basically have like little outlines. So I had a little outline, and then we just start freestyling, and that's her base was came from. And then
this is all off the new tape, right?
Yep, okay, that's off the new tape.
The tape's called When Summer Falls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk about your summer, what inspired the tape, and what made you name the tape that. And
what's crazy is this tape was for both of us.
Yeah,
real life, this was for both of us. Bro, when I say we had the roughest summer, like in the summer.
Summer's so rough though, like,
bro.
Summertime is supposed to be a good time. The weather's nice. You know what I'm saying? You must enjoy life.
I know, man.
Bring your bag up.
They've been locked my dad up, but my dad's like my BFF, number one supporter in everything I do. Don't support me financially, but mentally, emotionally, that's my dog. So this is when they're like sentencing him and stuff like that. So it's like a bunch of back and forth with that. And then we just had to work a lot. Like my rent is hella high, and it's like I'm paying for it. And it's like I got other bills, I got other things I gotta do, and I was trying to lock in with music. So
I think I feel. See, let's backtrack and talk about that for a quick second. A lot of people, you know, they see you pursuing passions and things, like they see, you know, this Words of Woods, they see the music, but real life, I was just talking to one of my friends about this, real life still goes on, we still need to pay our bills, we still need to take care of stuff, like we're coming up in this, so, you know what I'm saying, we're not profiting off of our work just yet, you know what I mean, nothing. So this is all off of passion, it's all off of pure just, you know what I'm saying, like, me waking up every day loving what I do, you know what I'm saying, and people don't see that, like, the stress, you gotta put in them hours at work to pay the bills.
Bro,
so like,
and to do
put money aside to do whatever it is you're trying to do.
Exactly. But it's gonna pay off though, but that's just like, people don't see that. People don't really realize that. They just see what they see that you put out, but they don't see the stuff that goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, you would think people thought like, honey, have money. Like by the way that they just be.
I think y'all rich.
No, literally, I'm talking about bottom of the barrel, like, I don't want to put my mom's business out there, but bottom of the barrel, my dad, he's in prison. So it's like, he can't contribute anything. It's always been me and honey. All I know is since 7th grade, I've had a job since I was in 7th grade. Like, and my mom, I can genuinely say I have not asked my mom for anything since 7th grade. None of our parents. Like, me and Malena don't ask for anything, can't ask for anything. Like, I feel like asking my mom for $5 would be disrespectful of me to even do. So, you know, my mom worked at the same job as all of us. Like,
shout out to Mom Dukes.
Facts, my
very
mom's
kind
cool.
lady.
Very, very kind, very sweet. But yeah, so it's like, we never have anything. Anything anybody sees that I have is I work for. Any pair, any shoes, any.
So do you think that's where your motivation comes from? Just to keep grinding and just, you know, be the best version of yourself?
I feel like that's where the hustle came from.
The hustle. Cause I would say me and honey it was always just kind of like this thing where we larger than life type deal.
I don't know. And I don't, like, all of my family members, everybody around us is like not on their P's and Q's with anything. So it's like me and Malena are completely independent. We're dependent on one another, but independent. Like from our families, like it's literally like y'all always see us together because it's literally always us. It's always been like this. I'm talking about getting money together.
Y'all basically salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, like
Peaches and cream.
Give me a brief summary. I'm gonna ask both of y'all. What does she mean to you, and what do you mean to her? I just want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's about to get real mushy in here. I just want to hear a quick 20-second summary on what she means to you and what you mean to her. Let me hear it.
Honestly,
let's get some sisterly love in here going on.
Should I look her in her eyes and gaze into
Look her in her eyes.
No, like seriously, there's not even like words to explain how I feel about my sister. Like she said, it's always been me and Honey. So everything, like from just life in general, like having somebody that you can actually look up to, like, yeah, we have other people in our life, but Honey really is just like she's a great motivator. She's somebody that you can truly look up to. Like, she's just all around. She's a great person. Like, if I love myself too much to ever be like anybody else, but if I had to choose to be like anybody else, like, I would gladly take over Honey's life because she's just that genuine and kind of a person. Like, she needs more than life.
Enough. All right, Honey, it's your turn. What does Malena mean to you?
You know, that's really my rib, my spleen, my spine. No, all of that. You know, it's a little corny. That's my oxygen. Like, that's Malena. There was a point in time where she didn't live with me, and that was probably the hardest time of my life. Like, all the way, like, I was literally like, bro, I'm done with life. Like, and plenty of times, like no mental, on like a mental health tip, like, I've been so down where I didn't want to continue with life, and I'm just like, I have a sister. So at the end of the day, she's the person who keeps me going, like, all the way. So, yeah, that's that. I need her.
Without me, without Honey, there's no me. Like,
yeah,
she's the honey to my tea.
Literally, the Lipton to the tea. All these teas is alright, but nothing like a good glass of Lipton.
All right, so to get back to the music, you've been doing the music things. What are some like things that you learned from the very first moment that you start making music to now that you feel like you got better at?
Confidence in the studio. Like whenever I record, like, confidence. I found somebody who like helps me want to, like, I never experimented. I never wanted to experiment. So my first take it was just 5 songs, brief little rap. Like, really wasn't much ad-libbing, wasn't like a lot of things changing, like, with my voice or like me even trying to experiment. And then I met SAV, aka Savion, and he just like brings me like, bro, Honey, you gotta do this, Honey, you gotta try this, you gotta try this. And it's just like, thank you, because I need somebody who's gonna push me out my comfort zone, because he always be like, Honey, you're always lacking confidence. So I just feel like I've built confidence now, and then that I didn't have before, and I'm willing to experiment. Like, at first I wasn't willing to experiment. Like, getting 10 songs out of me on When Summer Falls, my tape that you guys need to have, like, literally.
Go cop that right now.
Like, right now. It's on all major platforms. I might even put it on freaking.
You put it on where?
SoundCloud. You don't
put it everywhere. The world wants to listen to this tape. It's a good tape, good quality tape. And it sounds crazy because I was listening to it. I'm like, you know, obviously, if you listen to something local, you're going to judge it a little differently, okay? But it really sounds like a good quality tape as far as it
you wouldn't know where she was.
The producer.
It sounds mainstream.
The producer. If you hear all the songs, the producer, the production, literally, like, you sent me all the things. Went like, at first I was paying the producer like X, Y, and Z, and then he hit me with, you know, some special. We got special bonds now, and this is like just straight. And this is straight off, but he's just appreciating my talent, like, and that's why, like, I can't even thank him enough. So thank you always.
How did you go about like figuring out what songs are going to be on the tape and what songs aren't going to be on the tape, or what songs was the only songs that you made for the tape?
No, I made more. So it was going to be it was going to be 5 songs of turnt stuff. And then, like, you know, summer. So it wasn't even going to be, it was going to be like When Summer Falls. It was going to be something like related to someone's name. So it was going to be 5 songs, and it was just going to, like, you know, gradually get a little softer. So my heart was broken to 1,000 pieces. And when I tell you, I've never been one. I'm a player, bro. Like, I do this pimping stuff. Like, if you listen to voicemail, big people gotta get my role on. Like, I will duck these niggas like it's nothing. Like, okay, go shoot, and I don't care. Like, and I won't care. I mean, I'm a lover girl. Like, that's what I do. I love to love. Like, I was in a 6-year relationship, fully committed, and, you know.
She was cheating, so
listen, towards the end, I'm about to cut her off. But no, I met somebody cool. It was too soon. Like, we met I ended up breaking up with my boyfriend in 6 years, February 15th, the day before my birthday, the day after Valentine's Day, because I'm a savage like that. Nigga had to go. I still love you though forever. But so then I met somebody else. Like I don't think niggas understand that when you're somebody, like just when you're yourself, or just I don't know if you a bad B like this, niggas are literally lined up. So the next day, yeah. So the next day I had somebody like, I'm gonna fall asleep on the phone type of girl. Like that's what I do. So I'm falling asleep on the phone.
This girl was just trying to argue with me on Twitter because I was like, nah, I ain't doing shit. She was I don't see no. I'm just like, fuck, I'm grown as fuck. I'm not gonna fall asleep.
Well, I'm busy, so it's like that's our quality time. Honestly, like that Lincoln is a little bit too much for me.
Nah, I understand that, but I'm just saying like I'm gonna fall asleep on the phone with you. I'm like, heat up. My phone be fucking hot.
My battery life is trash now.
Battery life trash. I don't know what the hell going on in my background. And that's what's I'm like, I don't need to be on the phone. Let me call you back tomorrow. Good night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call somebody else. But all right, now.
Yeah, you slipped that in there. You slipped that in there. So yeah, he broke my heart. So when I say I couldn't even hop in the studio and like all the turn stuff, like I only had like 2 songs worth of like high energy songs, and then he just happened to break my heart because it was like a bunch of me. So we met literally right after the situation, right after me and my ex broke up. Well, I've known him for 2 years, but we actually started like talking and linking up, hanging out to be serious, and then we instantly started dating in March. That was only 15 days later after a 6-year relationship. After I kept pressing down, I'm 100% with it, but not right now. Not right now. Give me time because I don't want to bring old baggage into this. Like I'm bringing in old trust issues, this, and I don't even like to do that. Like I literally like to have a clear space. I don't want to bring any new person I'm dealing with any old baggage, and I feel like I just wasn't completely. I didn't have the bag knotted up completely to really just be diving into a relationship. Like I'm like, we can do almost everything the people in a relationship say, but let's not be a couple. Started dating, stuff plummeted immediately. I'm talking about, bro, quit posting that on Twitter. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? And it's like, I need freedom. Like I need to be able to wild out and joke. And it used to be all fun and games when I did this stuff beforehand. Aquarius, the best.
I've dealt with Aquarius, and I know how Aquarius is. You cannot be on their ass like
you
that.
You can't. It really does.
You gotta really let them have it. They're gonna come back.
And not only that,
just let them roam off.
As long as we feel free, we can be controlled. Like honestly, just let us feel free. Like just all you have to do is just grant us the feeling of freedom. Like I was telling somebody the other day, I want to be bound to you. I want somebody who's like I'm bound to them, but I can still feel like the aspect of freedom.
I think what it is, it's just like y'all mess around and come off nonchalant. You be like, damn, she fucking with me for real. Like I don't know if she fucking with me. What the fuck? I don't know.
I said 99% of my feelings are internal. Like I'm a feeler. Like I feel everything, and then the 1% I actually express. And then that was a big thing. He kept saying like, oh, you don't like me, you don't this, you don't that. I'm like, what? First of all, it's not even about caring about what people think, but come on, son. Like right after 2 weeks later, now you got another nigga posted on your social media, and it's like love doesn't have a time frame. It does not. Like it's not like, even though I try to like, I hate that I'm a calculated person, but I was trying to calculate like, all right, okay, I can't fall in love till then, to that. So yeah, it's like yeah.
2 more years for me to get in.
You know what I'm saying?
So
it was that, and then we ended up breaking up. And I kept telling him, I'm like, I feel like I broke up with him after like 2 weeks, because I'm like, I just don't feel like right now I want to be friends, so then we can build to that. Like we were having a blast, and we really were, but then arguments about little things that we shouldn't even be arguing about. Like we haven't even been dating long enough to even be going through that. So long story short, he was like, all right, whatever. Like phone calls ended. Like he didn't want, if we couldn't date, we couldn't be anything. And I was like, period. Well, you were my friend too, so it hurt my feelings like that in that aspect. And then like,
they didn't want to try to be friends.
I was going on
I
was your friend. So when I tell you, me and Malena was doing the dash. We was doing missions to go see this man. I was literally, we were doing the dash, doing missions. I'm like, bro, I gotta do this to get him back, because after, like, he completely cut me off. Like I was cut off like a loser. And And I was like, bro, I gotta do everything to get this person back. Which I wasn't, like, I was so adamant about doing it.
As I get home,
And I was calling 32 times private. That's like, in one of the songs, November, do I have to call you private? My whole tape is literally, so no, when I'm talking about November, like with one of the hook is November, December, yeah, it's like January, February.
Months.
I know, I had to think about it. I'm like, oh, we on the spot. But yeah, so that's the hook. But our prime time of knowing one another and things like that was November through January. So, and February is when, like, at the end of February is when we, like, started, like, progressing to the relationship. So that whole tape, November, is about one person. Like, I was calling him private. I was like, star 67 every day, all the time. I was even asking Lynn, like, bro, let me see your phone right now. I'm like, here, bro.
I rock with buddy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, dang, he's a sweet guy, for real.
And then, like,
he was definitely rushing.
Shake It Up. He had seen somebody call my phone. One of my other, like, I got this little shorty.
She's a player.
A shorty in Cleveland.
She's
so he was
player.
calling me when we was hanging out, and I was just like, I was a free range chicken. I was out here packing into a little thing. So he called when we was together. So then he was so upset after I, like, trying to leave my house and stuff, and I'm just like, so I put that in. It's called 808 Feelings. I won't even get into the name of that, but originally Shake It Up. But every line, everything, every song is literally like that whole Obsessed song. Like, probably not. I don't want to say it. Like, I like all the songs, but it's not my favorite. But I was going through these whole, like, I was really tweaking out. I was like, I'm really about to go crazy over this man. Like, I'm really about to. That was the oldest thing I ever talked to too. So I don't know if it was just like an older, mature thing. Even though it was immature, but I just didn't know. Like, I was completely obsessed though, and honestly, if you're watching this, come home. No, I'm playing. No.
Enough about these niggas. You being too soft for me. I ain't never heard none of these soft ass stories. I'm thinking you hard body.
You know I am. I'm still a playboy.
Honey's way softer.
I'm soft, but you know what I'm saying? I'm hard, but I do have when it comes to love, like if any of my friends, like I'm one of the people, like any of my loved ones, like they know, like, honey, you need to chill out, because it's just like, bro, I really love you. Like, I'm so obsessed with you. Like, anybody who's my friend, or like guy friends, girlfriends, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm full blown obsessed. That's why my friend circle, like, I have plenty of people I communicate with and I associate with. Like, I'm a friendly person. Like, I love being friendly. I don't think, people take kindness for granted. Like, I'm a kind person. Like, just genuinely, that's just me. I've always been that way. But loving too, oh no. Like, I'm a full blown lover. Like, I'm a lover boy and a girl.
I'm a lover boy.
That's what I do best. Like,
Y'all may think I'm a player, but I really want to be loved so bad.
Too much love to get to one person. That's what it is.
I really feel like I can have 8 wives and love them all.
Feel like
It still
that's
have a
so
full
true.
heart though. Like,
I could literally have 4 boyfriends and literally.
Because like one person,
They don't
does
never
something different than you.
They don't ever do everything. There's no one person for every piece.
one nigga don't like talking on the phone. That's fine. I
I
have one
have
person talking on the
difference.
phone. One person actually link up. One's in Cleveland, so it's like we can't even link anyway. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We freaking make love to the phone. What you got?
Kiss me to the phone.
I always go
What
through
you wearing, girl?
I go through phases. Like, I have like a bunch of boyfriends at one time. Boyfriends and just booze, people I be communicating with. I be having a bunch of boyfriends at one time, or I'm literally not talking to anybody at all. Like, I just be in like this straight
I don't know
stagnant.
what my status is. I don't know. When can we expect some visuals for these songs? Because all this talk, I'm thinking of your videos right now in my head. Just on some Love Jones, guy named girls. You meet a guy at get some tea.
No, that is like my whole love language.
She got the tea right now.
If a guy drinks tea with me, honestly, I'm already planning our marriage. Like, oh wow, you like hot tea. I don't know why. Like, there's certain little niches you like about people. I don't know. A hot tea drinking guy is just like, yo, that's cute. Like, that's really just like cute as fuck. I don't know.
She loves tea, so it's like, dang, we can bond over tea.
We can bond over tea, and this is the tea brings, like, that's my decompressor. So it's like, you can decompress with me after a long day with some hot tea. We don't even got to talk. We just sipping tea.
That's how I am with like cooking. Like, I went through this whole like relationship where I used to like cook for this dude like, all the time.
Was going
Man,
crazy.
he would never
when
come
she didn't live with me.
He would never come. Well, pause. Anyways, he would never cook with me, and that used to bother me so bad because I'm like, I just enjoy somebody who enjoys.
Look at her light skin stuff. That was the house.
I'm just talking.
No,
She was practicing for a marriage.
You know,
she's gonna be a good wife. She's practicing.
Man, I ain't getting married no more.
Unless,
ain't gonna happen. I don't believe in that no more.
I believe in marriage, so.
Like that relationship, you gotta understand, like that relationship turned me completely off. Like when I used to go above and beyond for this man, and now anybody who comes to my life, like, you're at this level.
I hated this man.
There's no cut.
We're not here to bash man, so I'm gonna.
We're not. I'm just saying, like, you know how like you
learn from your mistakes.
Exactly. And I'm the type of person. You do it one time and it's like it's done, it's over with. Like nobody else, unless I'm like just able to trust you with everything in my life, which I doubt. It's like nobody else is going to get to that point with me. Like I don't see myself doing all the things that I did for him for nobody else. Like not gonna happen.
But
I mean, like if I'm getting married or something, like.
I mean, don't. Just because the person, you know, I don't know the situation, but if it didn't work out, that doesn't mean you don't try for the next person.
Oh,
it didn't work out for that.
I'm just saying,
no, all the baggage.
No, look, no, the issue is, it's like I had to learn to not do stuff so soon, because I just like, if I mess with you, I just mess with you, and it's just straight. It's straight like that. I go all the way in.
I'm the same way. Like I can't. I'm gonna go, like, I'm gonna do the most, not like do the most as it turn you off, but I'm gonna do the most as far as like, damn, this motherfucker really fuck with me. You probably don't even appreciate it, but I'm just that type of person. I wanna do it. It's not even me, like, just on some.
I'm not trying to flex.
It's just, I wanna do it. Like,
I'm
I'm a pleasing type of person, so it's like, if I know you like something, then I'm gonna do that, or I'm gonna try to do some shit that puts a smile on your face, because
I feel like you should too. Like, that's a good guy right there. You got a girlfriend?
You heard the man. He's a good man right here.
I'm a great man.
I would know. You know, Tariq is my spirit animal.
Real talk, this really is my spirit animal. But all right, man, we coming down on time. Honey has to go handle some business. See,
I do.
she has to go handle some business and do some business thing, because this is a lady that does so much. You know what I'm saying? Does so much. What y'all got planned, man? It's 2020.
Visuals. All we're doing is literally finishing up the last couple semesters of school. We both got 2 semesters left. I'm shooting a bunch of
And then college.
Yeah, this is and we work 9 to 5s. Like what? And hustle. Like what I'm doing, I'm about to make some bread, and this isn't related to my 9 to 5. This is my other little, you know. Get it in.
Hustle, baby, hustle.
2020.
Yeah,
2020, big year. Doing a lot of big things. You know what I'm saying? Check me out. If you're an artist, go to my page at MacDaddyMina on Instagram and fill out my survey, because I'm putting out an app. I'm designing an app right now specifically for independent artists. So please check out that survey, because I need as much information about you guys and that demographic as possible. So that's what I'm working on in 2020. Get ready for my app.
Yep. I'm doing straight visuals. Definitely cleaning up my Instagram. Like, that's not an overnight thing, you know what I'm saying? We've taken years to do this. Exactly. So I'm cleaning up my Instagram. Definitely, hopefully, going a couple places, you know, to really set in stone like this music stuff. Hopefully, doing more collaborations, more features. I turn down a lot of features all the time, but I plan on like getting out that zone and just like really just opening myself up to work with other people and. Yeah, you know, creating more friendships in music and getting to this bread.
And get out of college.
Where can the people follow you out on social media?
Man, you can follow me at MacDaddyMina on Instagram, no underscores, nothing like that. On Twitter, you can find me at Malena Peaks. And I should change that, because that's real federal.
Like
it is.
Me, on the contrary, you can follow me on Instagram at honeybunches_16. It might change, but my artist name is Honey P. So, you know, get all that music. And then on Twitter, it's at xHoneyHendrix. I used to love Future. I mean, I still do, but honestly, he's starting to be a little too toxic. He needs to grow up. Nigga worse than a McDonald's Sprite.
Man, I appreciate y'all for coming and chopping it up with me on Words of Blood.
It
was nice seeing y'all, man. I ain't seen y'all in years. Y'all so fucking fake, bro. I feel like we about to see each other now.
We are.
I'm sit here on this campus. I'm gonna be like, where the fuck Honey and Malena? Y'all know Honey and Malena? Y'all know her?
It's gonna be crickets though. Cause
we just do all of our creative.
We're cool anywhere we go, but it's like people. This camp is 60,000 students, and only 5% are black, and it's like okay, you got 500 black, so it's like around half of which are black white people. Then you have these people.
Athletes, the majority
divide them
of
up,
athletes,
and it's like then it's me and my friends.
Moral of the story is, what's lost always will be found, even friendship.
This is faded.
And I have friends in these two right here. Shout out to these very special ladies.
That just made my heart.
Shout out to y'all for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Words of Woods. It's your boy T Woods checking in, checking out. Until next time, see you later.
See you later. Thanks.